Always proud to present Professor Pascal Kamdem.
Hello, everyone. I would like to present you to show you how wood pallets, barrel, crates, boxes, basket, packaging in general used in the packaging logistic may help benefit the climate change mitigation. Now, I will start with explaining a little bit what packaging logistics is. Packaging logistics is all the material that we use to package to obtain for a safe, secure, and effective handling, transportation, storage, and delivery of raw material in industry, goods, finished good to manufacture, to retail, and consumers. And climate change mitigation action is everything that will help of reduce and limit the amount of greenhouse gas emission in the environment. For instance, like carbon dioxide, methane, NOx, SOx, water, energy consumption, and how to dispose the product at the end of the service life. And for instance, we know that for wood, usually it's not only recycling, but it's also upcycling, combustion, disposal at the end of a service life, which is not true for other material. Now, what are the alternative to the wood-based packaging that will be used for packaging logistics? We have, for instance, for wood, I will focus my presentation more on the pallets. I know that for now we use about 2 billion units of wood pallet in the US, and 90% of those pallets are wood. Compared to it's we expect to use about 5 billion unit in 2017 worldwide. So if you take this amount of wood that will be used to make wood pallets containers, if we substitute that with the steel or aluminum or other bio-based material like plants, animals, cellulose, or by petroleum fossil like plastic, PVC, polyethylene, we have to take into consideration some factors such as how much energy, how much greenhouse gas is emitted during the extraction, the process, the manufacturing, and the transport, and also the service life, how long they will be used in service, and the weight, and if it's available for us to satisfy the demand on material for packaging logistics, and if it's sustainable, can we do that in 100 years, in 200 years? So, and then you will see some example of wood packaging on this slide, like for instance, the barrel that's used to age wine, to transport grain, and also wood that is used for package like construction material like glasses. And we can see also here wood pallets used in storage warehouse and so forth. Even wood packaging used for food packaging in agriculture. Now, if we compare then, if we look at the wood packaging, wood is made from the interaction of CO2 and water under sunlight through photosynthesis using nutrients, using energy. And during the manufacture, the tree growth, we absorb CO2 from the environment, from the atmosphere, and then we fix it and we release oxygen. So that means in each piece of wood, 50% is carbon. So that means if you have 1 kilogram or 1,000 gram of dry wood, 500 gram is carbon, and that 500 gram is equivalent to 1,833 gram of CO2, because one carbon mole of carbon is burned with fixed oxygen to form 44 gram of CO2. So that means if you convert that, you assume that, okay, we need to use 5 billion, we will need 5 billion units of wood pallet in 2015, 17, and multiply that by the amount of gram of CO2 that is fixed per gram of wood. You will see that we can fix 4,400 billion kilogram of carbon dioxide. Now, if you look at the graph down here, you will see that, for instance, the CO2 emission per ton of material that we have to make packaging, we have wood which is negative, because during tree growth, we absorb CO2. And then here, it's only minus 1.8 because I removed the amount of CO2 that's released during transportation, processing, storage. Now for steel, it's a net positive, about two units, 2 tons, and then for aluminum, it's higher and also compared to PVC. So all in all, I will say that using wood help us fix carbon dioxide. That means it help us mitigate the climate change. So wood is good. If we use wood, we can save the planet because we're fixing CO2. We're reducing the amount of CO2 and we're releasing oxygen compared to other materials. Thank you.